It's good. It's going though. You know, this shit couldn't happen in any other community. I don't mean that in theory. I'm saying literally the authorities and the powers that be, even though we are the power that be, they would not let this shit happen in any other community. Y'all know it's true. You got niggas, young niggas, can't even drive yet, running around with 30s outside of schools, chasing down other young niggas to murder them. And all for what? Ain't enough fucking beef in the world. All you young niggas ain't. What the hell is going on, man? This shit is crazy. There's a lot of positive things going on in the black community, that's for sure. Young entrepreneurs, young engineers, you know, young intellectuals and academic achievers, you know. It get overshadowed. Let's be honest, people are fascinated with this aspect of human nature. But the shit is way past ridiculous at this point. I told y'all Memphis was demonic. It is demonic in Memphis, you know. And I don't say that to be sensational, man. It's demonic energy in Memphis. This shit that's going on with and you have to excuse me if I'm not the most informed when it comes to Memphis politics, but I'm pretty sure the shit that happened the last week or so, Mama Do. Now, if I'm not mistaken, either that's CEO, BEO. That's either CEO's mother or is it Boo Dirty's mother? One of these rap niggas that's beefing with CMG. Cause this shit been dated back. You know what I'm saying? This is all involving that shit, if I'm not mistaken. So she was murdered, in a hit on the freeway. What is that? Getwell Boulevard, ironically. Murdered on Getwell Boulevard on the turnpike in Memphis. I believe they targeted the manager of CEO and BEO. And this lady and also her auntie ended up getting lined up in this particular incident. It's a few days ago. Now, if you know, this shit is all stemming from the little altercation. Well, it's more than a little altercation. It's a full-blown war. And like I said, I'm not the most informed when it comes, but it's certain things you can kind of put together if you know certain players involved. I ain't up here trying to solve cases, but if you know, you know. So, but people still seem to think that because they have some money, some status, or maybe because you civilians, that you ain't in the line of fire. But that can't be the case, because y'all know what's up. The niggas that's involved, I'm saying the managers, y'all know what's up. Y'all know code. So y'all know anybody that's associated with the niggas that's beefing. And we have no more code. This is a new generation. It's a new age. A banging or whatever you want to. Everybody on the menu. Everybody's on the menu. And y'all learned that. I mean, it's been put in your face prime time, in the situation that happened, grandmother's house is getting sprayed down. So everybody on the menu, So it's crazy. Black folks, we don't value we don't. It used to be certain things, you know what I'm saying? Grandmas, mothers, even to some degree, fathers and, elderly folks and the young. You pull up on our op and they was, with their family and, it's certain times they would get that pass. Nah, it's on site wherever now. And it is what it is, man. That's the life. That's the code. It is what it is. So, But the shit, like I said, that's going on in certain cities, Philly, you know, Baltimore, Chicago, Memphis, Jacksonville, Cleveland, you know, demonic energy, niggas just do not value life at all. But like I said, man, preaching to the choir, same old, you know, I'm not surprised. What's going to happen though? And niggas think this shit is never ending. What's going to happen is they gonna pass some laws that mandate like a martial law type of, like a military presence in these communities. So keep it up, man. And I have not seen any, they always looking for ways to try to, you know, the traps that exist, you know what I'm saying? But they always looking for more ways, you know what I'm saying? And one thing they don't give a shit about is these, you know, the niggas in these communities that's gang banging. So y'all know more than, you know, pest, roaches to be exterminated. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So they figuring out way, they gonna put a military presence in these communities and pretty much put a green light on members. You know what I'm saying? Like on site type shit. And that sound outland. Why? So keep fucking around, you know, if they care enough to ever decide to do that. Now, like I said, generally they don't give a fuck what we do in these communities, as long as it don't matriculate outside of the community. You know, that's when and y'all know that. But you know, just for shits and giggles, as they say, you know, and they are going to start directly targeting members. And I'm saying military presence moving around these communities, man, sweeping through this shit, putting shit on lock. So you think, you know, and the people that live in these communities, you think you a prisoner in your own community now. You know, just wait. I told y'all 50, well, y'all know this, but I was saying how petty 50 is. But on this situation, like you know, I get where he coming from. But I said dude was going to destroy everything around Meech. And I didn't understand. So obviously Meech had to anticipated this and been ready for this. But you wasn't ready for this. You know, pitting yourself against 50 who already powered up and being the type of nigga he is. So obviously, you know, y'all heard that he got the concert canceled. You know, the BMF Glaze concert has been officially canceled. 50 making moves, doing what he do, using his influence to shut shit down. Everything, like I said, it is war now, but it's more like corporate warfare. You know what I'm saying? Move from the streets to the boardroom type shit. And 50 is experienced. Meech, you still thinking like a street nigga. You basically a caveman, and I can identify with that to it. Some gangsters have, you know, transcended into the new era, you know, and there's other gangsters that are still living in the 90s. They still have a 90s mentality. They don't understand how shit work now, the power of media, and how you don't even have to make a move on a nigga in the streets per se to crush him. You don't have to murder a nigga to crush him. You know what I'm saying? If you can crush his reputation and his ability to eat out here, because I told y'all, Meech now had to move off of his reputation, you know, and once that shit get tainted, you know, you're going to start to see niggas chill off of you. You know how the culture work. So that rat label, and like I said, and I want to shout out to Byron Blake. Or is it Blake Byron? It's either Byron Blake. I believe it's Byron Blake. This channel, this young brother he got the paperwork. I don't do all the paperwork. But if y'all really want to see, the paperwork broken down and dude really, he did a solid job of going. I'm not. It's subjective how you want to take that information. Y'all probably heard about this Tammy individual who was a Fed working with the Feds on Meech's case, and it's a lot of shit, man. I'm like I said, I ain't up here to do all that investigative type shit. But check out this dude's channel. Like I said, Byron Blake, and he got a breakdown. Tell him Skano sent you, but it's compelling, man. And like I said, nigga, you do not shave 15, 20 years off no Fed time unless, and I just left it at that. If you know how these things work, that ain't how Fed time, all the good behavior and all that shit added up, Fed time is Fed time. So nigga had to shake some trees and, kick something. And I'm going to just leave that. But 50 is definitely on the warpath to destroy this nigga. Which, like I said, I anticipated that. And this shit does not fascinate me. I'm not going to lie. The street shit, it really doesn't fascinate me at this point in my life. It never did. But one thing that is fascinating, though, to see these OGs, not coming together to really implement nothing significant in the black community. And we can't lay everything on these people. It's a concerted effort from all of us if we really want to implement change in the black community. If there's a such thing as a black community anymore, because it really seemed like it's just a gang of individuals who had their own agenda, and you can't blame people for that, really, But these communities, like I said, Cleveland, Memphis, it's a shame that you have black folks that are really striving to better their life, and based on certain circumstances, they live in communities where, like I said, they are basically POWs, and even their children, not the children that's involved in any of this bullshit, just random miscellaneous children, can't be safe in their own communities because we have not prioritized nothing, you know what I'm saying? But self-indulgence, flexing, and the get-back culture. You niggas y'all just create reasons to beef at this point. Niggas just make up reasons to beef. Be trying to catch trophies. 216 Skano, you already know.